Welcome to Annuity and IUL Sales Mentors. If you're here right now, you're an agent that's feeling frustrated. Maybe you feel like you're overpaying for low quality leads or just frustrated with your sales process in general. If that's you, you're in the right spot. My name is Brandon Lenhoff. I run a agency called Lenhoff Financial where we focus on helping clients with IULs and annuities, and we do all of our sales virtually. I've been in the industry for 18 years, and over that time period, I have seen things that do not work as far as getting in front of clients consistently and things that do. And so this channel is really dedicated to helping other agents like yourself with what has worked for myself and my agency. So I'm going to get into one of those topics today, but before I do, please take a second to like and subscribe to this channel. That's going to really help us, but it'll also help other agents like yourself that are struggling in the space. So go ahead and just hit that subscribe button. Please do it right now, and then I'm going to get into the video. Another big head fake I see a lot of agents do to themselves is just not setting quality appointments. So usually we tell our agents, hey, you got to book about 20 appointments a week. If you have 20 appointments a week, it's really hard to fail. However, if you just set appointments and kind of head fake yourself, you have a client that says, yeah, I should be there, or yeah, that time should work. That's not a solid appointment. So you need to take additional steps to solidify your appointment to make sure that you have a strong appointment. It does you no good to block out all that time on your calendar for people that aren't going to show. You're going to end up at the end of the week super frustrated. So you may as well just book really solid quality appointments. So like I said in the beginning, getting plenty of leads is really important. That way you have plenty of people to call through to book plenty of solid appointments. If you have 20 solid Zoom appointments every week, it's just really hard not to start closing some business. So some things that I do to help solidify appointment, make sure it's not a one-legger. So what is a one-legger? A one-legger is going to be just meeting with one decision maker, so one of the spouses. You always want to have both of them on the Zoom. And I understand some of you are going to be like, well, what if people tell me I'm the decision maker? I don't want to piss them off. I want to make sure that I can just get the Zoom. Well, it's going to do you no good if you get the Zoom, but you can't close the business. And ultimately what's going to happen at the end of that phone call is they're going to tell you, I got to talk it over with my wife. I got to talk it over with my husband. So you may as well just not even take that Zoom if they're not going to meet with you with both decision makers. So one way that I handle that virtually is I will say something like, before I'm booking the Zoom, I say, 90% of the time, if we just meet with one spouse, ultimately what we end up having to do is book another appointment just to make sure to make the best use of everybody's time. Would you be opposed to finding a time that works for all of us? Most people are going to tell you, no, I'm not opposed to that. And that's why I use the word opposed. It's going to be really hard for someone to say I am opposed to that. And if it is somebody that says I'm opposed to that, you just reiterate it and just level with people. Honestly, if you're super honest with people, you're going to find the good people to show up to those calls. So just reiterate it and say, hey, I understand you're the decision maker, but is there just any way we can just get both of you on there? You can still be the one to make the decision, but having your wife on the call will be important as well, just so that way she knows what's going on. Is that fair? And if they still push back, it's probably just not worth booking that time. It's going to be somebody that's just going to waste your time. So don't book that appointment. Just what I do is I just email them a video of me going over whatever it is that we're talking about, whether it's IULs or annuities. I send them an email with a link to my video. And I say, hey, if you get to the point that you're interested and you're ready to meet with me with both you and your spouse, feel free to book a time with us then. So just book yourself some quality appointments and you'll do a lot better. And also just make sure that, so number one, making sure that's not a one-legger, but making sure that they are people that for sure are going to be able to make it. And so I let them know, hey, there's going to be some automations coming out. Can you please confirm that you're going to be there when you get those automations coming out to you? And do you see any reason why you wouldn't be able to make it there? Things like that. It's not going to make it so 100% of your appointments show, but you should be getting to the point where at least 70% or better are showing up consistently.